Hi everyone, welcome to Book Talks with Miss Thomas, and I would be Miss Thomas. If you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe. I post videos every Sunday and Wednesday and often on Fridays too. So I want to talk today about the Odyssey by Homer, and I am participating in a fantastic book club called the Eclectic Book Club, and it was created by Shelly, Swearingen and David Wiley, and anyone is welcome if they want to participate. I will link their channels below. And this month we're talking about the Odyssey by Homer, and it's just been so much fun. And it made me think of last year during virtual learning, I created this escape room for my students using Google Slides. It's not perfect, I'm not really tech savvy, but it was a fun way to just make Odysseus a little bit more engaging when having to learn virtually. And you know, virtual learning is hard, so if I can do anything to make it more fun, I wanted to do that. So if you would like to play my escape room, you can follow along with this video. I'm not going to give you the answers yet, or at all. If you're in the Eclectic Book Club, you can always discuss it there. But here we go. Are you ready? Okay, are you ready? I'll walk you through the escape room. So here's the introduction to the escape room, the challenge, if you will. You are trapped on Calypso's island, and lovely as that seems, you must get home to Penelope. Travel the turbulent sea to finish your hero's journey. Okay, and so you have to sort of backpedal with me because Calypso occurs later. So, but anyway, it was just a way to start the escape room. So here's your first challenge. Which one represents duality? Now, if you were in my class or in, an English class, you would have talked about duality in our school. The idea that something is both good and bad. And so let's suppose you don't know what duality means, or you're just not sure what the right answer is, and you click on the Cyclops. It should take you to try again. And then you would click on try again, and it would take you back to the slide, and you would click on the correct answer, which would be the lotus flower. Because the lotus flower, it really makes you feel great, but it helps you or makes you to forget about home. And so that would be duality, because it's a good thing and a bad thing. So because this is not the actual escape room from the Google Slides, I'm just going to walk you through each question, and I'm not going to give you the right answer, because if you're in the Eclectic Book Club, I want you to challenge yourself. And if you're a student of mine, I want you to not know the right answers in case we ever play in class. So I'm just going to walk you through it for fun. Which one of these is not a Greek fear, value, or belief? Fear of death, fear of excessive pride, fear of barbarians, or a value? Do they value obedience to leaders? Do they value moderation? Do they value cannibalism? And do they value or believe in hospitality? Okay, and if you've read the text, you know, hopefully, which one is not something that they would fear or value. Yeah, I think you could argue they wouldn't fear this because they did confront it in the text. So really, it's something that they didn't value. Okay, next slide. Again, remember, if you got that one wrong, you would click on the wrong answer and it would take you to try again. You click on try again and it takes you back to this. And all of that is done through Google Slides. I'm not real tech savvy, but if you look on the internet for how to make escape rooms on Google Slides, there are people much smarter than me that give really great tutorials. Okay, so here's the next slide. Which heroic trait did Odysseus show on the island of the Lotus Eaters? And all of these are heroic traits, but you would have to know which one applies to the Lotus Eaters. And also, I would like to point out to you that these are some of them I put in like SAT words. I tried to make them, instead of saying just like brave, I would put, valor. Like, try to put in the words that help students advance their vocabulary as well, because the goal is really to make students more successful, not just at the understanding of Odysseus, but at how to communicate in general, and to be successful. And the SAT, unfortunately, right or wrong, measures their success and is important to help them get into, you know, the college of their choosing. So I put in generosity, perseverance, cunning, hospitality, and physical strength. I'm just going to tell you, in this case, the answer is perseverance, and instead of just saying like being consistent or, you know, keep on trying, I put perseverance because that's a word that I would want them to know how to use effectively. So anyway, let me get back to Odysseus, because most of you are probably just reading for the Eclectic Book Club and want to review Odysseus for fun. All right, so congratulations! You made it off the island of the Lotus Eaters. Stay alert and sail safely to your next destination. Penelope is waiting for you, but your mother is growing impatient. How did Odysseus trick the Cyclops? He got him drunk. He had his crew poke his eye with a heated dung-covered spear. He said his name was Nobody. He had his crew hide under lamps to escape, or all of the above. Which flaw did Odysseus reveal as he is leaving Cyclops Island? So this is his flaw, right? His hubris. Was it envy, pride, haste, or greed? And I think it's important to point out that he is a hero, but he was also flawed. And I love this image, the giant Cyclops throwing the boulders as the little the little crew is on the boat trying to get away. And Odysseus is, you know, I am Odysseus, my dad is Laertes, and blah, blah, blah. So which flaw would that illustrate? Okay, next question. Congratulations! You've escaped the Cyclops Island. Your next stop is Cersei's Island. And I just want to point out, you know, this is Cyclops in the plural, and then previously it was Cyclops without the ES at the end, singular. And I would hope that even though this is a game and it's fun, just slipping those little things in there, you know, the student would absorb that kind of thing, and it would just help them be more successful with their reading. Why was Odysseus on Circe's island? He was blessed by Zeus with good wind. He lost his map. His men opened the bag of wind. Or he got a stomach ache and couldn't lead his men home correctly. So, you know, which one do you think? And I will say it's a lot of fun when we get to Circe. I always tell the students, like, you know, have you ever heard that expression, men are pigs? Like, I don't think that. I have a husband and 2 great sons. But let's think about, you know, where do these expressions come from? Because this particular expression just might have come from Circe. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay, again, back to duality, because that's a concept that is emphasized when we teach Odysseus. Circe. In what way does Circe represent duality? She's a good cook, but her food makes men sick. She weaves fabric with colors that clash. That would be a bad thing. She pinches people. She is beautiful but evil. So if you click on the right answer, then you will go to the next slide. The land of the dead. And I had a blast with these GIFs. I'm going to confess to you, before COVID, I didn't even know what a GIF was. A GIF, GIF, GIF. I didn't even know what that was. I learned so much about technology from my students and from this whole virtual pandemic. So as I like to say, sometimes there's a silver lining and we have to really keep looking for that. Anyway, land of the dead. What is ironic about the need to consult Tiresias? And here are the options. Let's see if you know the right answer. I'm not going to tell you, so you just have to decide for yourself. Odysseus is in the land of the dead, but he's alive. Tiresias is a blind prophet who sees the way home. Penelope isn't in Ithaca anymore, and the boat is destroyed. Now, I put the question about Ithaca on there because students, they have a hard time keeping track. There's all these different places, you know, that they have to keep track of when they read. So anytime I can throw that out there, Penelope is in Ithaca, Telemachus is in Ithaca, I try to slip that in. Which god is mad at Odysseus because of the way he treated the Cyclops? Polyphemus. Sorry, I'm having a bad time. Polyphemus. Okay, and this one, I mean, come on now. Some of these aren't even gods, but the options I put are Athena, Tiresias, Zeus, and Poseidon. So hopefully you know the answer to that one. That one's definitely one you would kind of need to know. You're almost there. Hurry. Penelope can't hold off the suitors much longer. And so I'm going to stop there with my video, but I just wanted to share that with you as a fun little way to talk about the Eclectic Book Club and the book Odysseus, and I wanted to also just try and put a little bright spot in your situation out there if you're dealing with our current pandemic or virtual learning. I know it can be discouraging, but I wanted you to just try and, you know, find some fun and find some engaging ways to learn. So, and, you know, maybe if you're a teacher or a parent, I challenge you to try and find some engaging ways to put learning out there, because life is hard. You know, if we can make it any easier, I want to do that. So that's it for me. I wanted to share that with you. I hope you're all having a great day and you're enjoying reading and learning and growing no matter what your situation. Bye for now.